Washington with who?
He
was the first president general of the Army. And do you know when George Washington was there? 70. So he, were neighbors to the Colonial. How many of you have been? Any of you?
Look, there's a motorboat.
You've been past it.
Wait, you mean that big red thing with the hole?
Looks like a really big, nice house.
Hey guys, you have to listen to Samantha.
If I'm talking, you can't be talking, okay? Turn around, eyeballs on me, quickly. Quicker. Okay, so that house was George Washington's house. He had 300 slaves helping him with his wheat production. And the boat, her name was Kate, and she would help them with their tobacco planting. George Washington was very white. Did he have lots of money? Carl. It looks like it's a bunch of Z's. How was this fence made?
By wood. It's like you use wood and you pile them on top of each other and
Not only these nice custom of the hands, but there's a fish. Thank you, kind sir. A good
carrot.
Fish.
Half-eaten carrot.
You must have found that in my garden.
The chickens
The chickens always get to it, but it's Ben's favorite vegetable. Now this will make us a meal. I will fry it up in my good frying pan. Then I'll put over the hot coals. And then I'll put this in my pottage, which will go in here. And this will hang from my chains over my roaring fire. But I am missing something. We have been eating dried fruits and vegetables and herbs. Oh, you have anticipated me, young lady. I thank you. Fresh rosemary will go both in my pottage and it will go with my fish. But the other thing, and what did you bring? Some mint? Now mint will make a refreshing tea for my family. Thank you. Oh, you are the kindest sisters. And if you were to stay the night, do you know this was our home for 10 years before we built the big home. And we all lived here, and we all slept here. And so if you were wanting to stay the night, I'd make extra pottage, and I'd put pallets on the floor, and I'd make sure there's a good roaring fire, and we'd find a way to accommodate you, because you're so helpful. And visitors always had to help, like children. We could not survive here in my family without my children, my son Ben and my daughter Charity. They worked so hard, without them we would not flourish. And speaking of, Ben is out in the fields, working hard at the tobacco. And I will have to make some more cornmeal. And what do you have there? Oh, you have a picture? Oh, look, you all have good pictures. And
I'm a gardener.
Hello,
I love all your
I'm a
pictures.
top hat.
You all must be very good painters.
Captain.
Those are beautiful paintings. Just everyone knows, of course, what this is.
Corn.
Corn. Now, do we just gnaw this as our cornbread?
No.
We must take the kernels off, and we must pound them into a soft cornmeal.
That's what I do.
Good. Well, we'll be doing a bit of that then, and we'll have a touch of salt, and we'll have some eggs. And of course, we cannot afford sugar. It is far too dear. You all would not be traveling with sugar, would you?
Yes.
Oh, if you have any sugar, I would love it. But here we have molasses, which will go into the cornbread. And since it's still cool out, it's not pouring out. Have you ever heard that expression, snow is molasses?
Yes. My mom says I'm the slowest molasses.
See that?
It's cool
Coming
outside.
out for a good long time, but I'm sure you're not. I'm sure you're a big help. Now, if it was warm, it would be fast as molasses. Now, my son Ben, I have one piece of cornbread left for him, for he's been working hard. When you've been working hard and you're hungry, do you get a bit croissant? A little touchy? My son, he works so hard, but he'll come in and he'll want something to eat right away. So I've saved one piece of cornbread in my oven. Does anyone have a picture with a fire or a painting?
I have a candle.
A candle is a type of fire. Would you come up here, young lady? Thank you. Do you see something that resembles that in this area?
Oh man. Stop sitting on me. AC.
Yes, that is my oven that I will put into my roaring fire. And if you don't listen, then how will you know when you're in the wilderness areas how you're going to be cooking? So you'll have to take the coals and put them on top and below and on there's one piece of cornbread left. Are you strong? This is not hot. It is heavy. Can you? Very good. Now turn your feet. And can you put it down on the ground for me? Oh, very good. And she has found the last piece of cornbread that I will give to my son Ben. I know, but he's been working till dawn in the tobacco field. Thank you. Oh, aren't you kind? Well, if you see him, send him this way. And then, if you wouldn't mind, again, if you want to consider staying the night, we'll put out the lot pallets for you. But you have to make your way. And since you've been such kind visitors, would you do one more chore for me?
Sure.
Would you all pound a little of that corn?
I'll pound it.
Oh, the chickens are
Jackie.
no problem. Go ahead. You get to go first with the toothpick. Thank you. You are so kind.
Victoria, your water bottle.
She's going to show you how to pound the corn. This is a pestle and mortar. Mrs. Bolton talked to you about how they were making their dinner or lunch, which they eat at around 2 o'clock. And part of that meal comes with Johnny cakes, right? And like I said, if you have wheat, you have to send it to a miller, and it's very expensive. But if you grow corn, you could take it, you could throw it in here, and then you could pound it. I want you to pound it like 5 times. In the pestle and mortar, and you will take the kernel apart. Now, every person will have a chance to throw their piece of corn in and pound 5 times. It is your job, young lady, to make sure that these people stay in their line and only take 5 pounds, okay? So you will count them out. When you are finished, we are going to head back towards the kitchen, okay? This is the type of pig or hog that the Boltons would have. Is it different from the types of pigs you see today? What? How so?
Different colors.
Different colors.
Much taller and a little bit bigger.
It is taller and bigger, but it looks a little skinnier, right? Yeah. And does
it's
it?
hairy.
It does. It has hair on it. So this hair is very interesting. When you got up this morning, you washed your face and you did what else?
Brush your hair.
And what else? And brushed your teeth. So the hair on that pig, the Boltons, are you listening? This is kind of cool.
Come on, guys, listen, guys.
The hair on this pig would be used to make your toothbrush and your hairbrush. If you go to CVS, look for a boar's bristle brush. They still have them, and you could use it for your hair. I rarely see a boar's head hair toothbrush, but the Boltons would use it for that. What else do we use pigs for?
Like sausage.
Sausage and meat? What did you say? Bacon. Bacon, which is the best food ever. And pork. Okay, how many of you guys eat Oreo cookies? Well, long time ago. The cream center in Oreos used to be made out of lard, which is rendered pig fat. And it was, yes. Now your mom probably uses Crisco when she bakes. That is the pig fat. Important to notice, when they use the animals, they used every bit of the animal. They would have about 20 pigs on the farm. Yes, because, again, you're not going to Safeway and getting the packaged meat. You're slaughtering your animal. So they would have about 20 pigs. Let's head.
So are you enjoying yourself so far?
Yes.
Yes. You learning a lot?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
It is. Why do you think it's a goat?
Because I can see its head.
You can see its head, and it has what on its head? Horns. It is not a goat. It is a sheep. It is. It is a hog island sheep. Again, this is the type of animal that the Boltons would have. Same. No, and the reason why is because he may not be vaccinated to the stuff that your colds and flus. So we can transmit some of our colds and flus to the animals.
I don't want to give him any of our germs.
He does. And look, he's been freshly sheared. So you see he's lost all his wool, but don't worry, he will eat enough grass between now and winter to grow a full coat. Both the males and the females have horns. They mostly are white and brown, but when they're born spotted. Hog Island is an island outside of Virginia. The Ossabaw Hogs is an island outside of Georgia. So these are as close as we can getting to the animals that the Boltons would have. Yeah, well, he doesn't have an opposable thumb or finger, so he can't scratch. So what he's doing?
He's rubbing it on the fence.
Yeah, because he's kind of itchy. Wool is kind of itchy, isn't it?
Yeah, he's kind of
Okay. They would have 8 to 10 sheep.
8 to 10.
No, well, they have a little curly tail.
Yeah, there are. A lot more of it. Lots more there.
Do we see the babies? Let's go see the
Baby!
Jerry will not touch anything in the basket till I get there. We're not going to touch anything in the basket till I get there, right?
Finally, I can run.
I haven't heard a number yet.
Not don't touch anything because I can't run as fast. 1, 2, 3. You guys cheated.
Uh-oh, somebody dropped there.
This, which is our last chore of the day, which is to what? To play. When Ben is finished with all his chores, he will have that opportunity. So maybe in the summer, when the days are really long, he would have time, or maybe in the winter. Nope, this is just, you guys will have a chance to play another toy. Maybe in the winter, we had a really long winter, right? Lots of days that you were off school, right? So he would play. So this, what does this look like?
Oh, it's okay. I got it.
A ball and cup. So the object of this game is to get the
Ball in the cup.
Okay, could you try that?
I have that game at my house.
Do you?
Ball and cup. Just put it with your hand.
Step 2 steps back, guys.
She's
Two
probably
steps
gonna
back,
swing it.
Micah. Caleb, 2 steps back.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It's kind of like what you call a tetherball. It's kind of like tetherball. Oh, so
Try it.
close.
Okay, so what is this toy made out of?
Wood
And string, which is made from cotton.
Wood and
Okay, so this toy is called ball and cup. You keep practicing. Ben would make this toy with his dad, and so part of it would be to make the toy, and part of it would be to play with the toy. This toy helps you. If you had a hunt, how would this toy help you?
to like
I think
like shoot the gun.
yes, targeting.
Target, yeah.
It's eye-hand coordination. So you, by trying to get the ball in the cup, it'll help you. So when you see something in the distance and you have that gun, you're able to shoot it. So this is one of the games. You will in just a second. Does anybody know what this game is?
Yeah, it's like I don't know what it's called, but I see it all the time. I have one. I don't know what it's called.
Anybody know what this is called?
It just depends.
Ladder. Jacob's ladder. So this toy is made out of what 2 things?
How does that
Shoestring. Please do not play with the toys, guys. You will have an opportunity.